Today we are gathered here to discuss differentiation of another type of function, that is parametric type function. What is parametric function? As we know, we have done in 11th class, x square plus y square is equal to a square, which represents an equation of a circle. If we convert by making equation as a constant become 1, we can convert like this: x by a whole square plus y by b whole square is equal to square of 1. If we compare this with identity, we know that in trigonometry we have done the identity cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Otherwise, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. If we discuss one of the part, x by a is taken as cos of theta and y by a is taken as sin theta. So value of a x become a cos theta, y become a sin theta. Means when we convert standard form of equation in another form containing another variable, that form is known as parametric form. Today we are going to discuss these type of function, parametric functions. So we are going to discuss differentiation of these type of function. First of all, here we have to calculate dy by dx. Firstly, we calculate dx by d theta because a is constant here. A differentiation of cos theta become minus sin theta. Same here, dy by d theta become a as it is, differentiation of sin theta become cos theta. Our need is dy by dx. So we take here dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta, where d theta is the same LCM, cancel out, so we overall get dy by dx. Value of dy by d theta is a cos theta, dx by d theta is a with minus sin theta. Here a cancel out, so we overall get cos theta by sin theta, that is cotangent theta. This is one of the form which represents the equation of a circle in parametric form. Next we are discussing parametric form of parabola. It is given by x equal to 80 square and y is equal to 280. If we calculate here dx by dt, it gives us 280. dy by dt gives us 2a. Differentiation of t become 1. Same here, we need to calculate here dy by dx. So we have to divide by dy by dt with dx by dt. So it become 2a divided by 2at. So overall it become 1 by t. Another example we are taking here. If x is given by theta cos theta and y is given by theta sin theta. If we see, it is a product rule in both of the cases. So dx by d theta is given by, first function remains same, differentiation of second become minus sin plus cos theta remains same, theta derivative become 1. So dx by d theta become positive term first we are taking here, minus theta sin theta. Same here, differentiation of y, dy by d theta become first as is differentiation of second plus second as is differentiation of first. So overall we get here theta cos theta plus sin theta. So value of dy by dx, same here, dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta, means overall it become theta cos theta plus sin theta divided by cos of theta minus theta sin theta. This is our first differentiation. We are taking one more example here. If value of x is given by a theta minus sin theta and y is given by a 1 plus cos theta. Here value of dx by d theta, a constant remains same, derivative of theta become 1, derivative of sin theta become cos theta. Here dy by d theta is given by a as it is, differentiation of 1 becomes 0, differentiation of cos theta become minus sin theta, so it overall become minus a sin theta. So value of dy by dx becomes same here, dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. Value of dy by d theta from here minus a sine theta, and value of dx by d theta become here a1 minus cos theta. A cancel out, so overall become minus sine theta by 1 minus cos theta. This is one of the form of answer. We can also convert it in other form by using identities, but there is no need. We are taking more example. Suppose value of x is given by sine t and value of y is given by sine of pt. Here dx by dt become derivative of sine theta is our cos theta. Here dy by dt become derivative of sine is given by cos, and differentiation of angle become p. So value of dy by dx from here become cos pt multiply p divided by cos t. These are all about differentiation up to first order. Now we are going to discuss more example on first order, then we'll come on second order differentiation. Suppose the value of x is given by 2 cos t minus cos 2t. So value of dx by dt from here become 2, derivative become minus sine t plus sine 2t, differentiation of angle become 2. So it become overall minus 2 sine t. If you apply here identity sine to theta, it can be written as 2 sine t cos t. If you see here, these two terms are common, it comes outside. We are taking positive part first, so it becomes 2 cos t from here and minus 1 from the first term, and value of y is given by here 2 sine t minus sine 2t. If we differentiate dy by dt, we get 2, derivative of sine is cos minus derivative of sine is cos, and diffraction of angle become 2 here. So value of dy by dx, it is dy by dt divided by dx by dt. We are picking this value, not taking this one. It is minus 2 sine t plus 2 sine 2t divided by 2 cos t minus 2 cos 2t. Why we are taking this value? Because here in question it is given find out at t is equal to pi by 2. Now we are replacing t is equal to pi by 2, where pi stands for 180 degree in case of angle, divide by 2 means it is taken should be as 90 degree. So value of dy by dx when t replaced by 90 degree, it become minus 2 sine 90 plus dub of sine, it is double of angle means double of this angle, double of 90 become 180, that is pi, 2 cos 90 minus 2 cos 180. Now how can we find out the value? How we learn? This is a graphical method for this. This is for sine of angle, where theta here it is 0, at this point 90, at this point 180, at this point 270, and this point 360. This is the highest value 1 and this is the lowest value minus 1. In the same way, we are having the graph for cos theta, which generally start from at this point, leads by 90 degree. This is the graph in case of cos. This is at 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, this is at 270, and this is at 360. Same, this is level 1, this is level minus 1. So we are using this graphical method to learn the values when it is a multiple of 90. So value of dy by dx from here become minus 2 sine 90, here it is 1. Sine 180 from here it is 0 level. 2 cos 90 from here 0, minus 2 cos 180 from here, it is -1 level. If we simplify, upper value -2, lower value +2. So overall answer become -1. Like this, we can learn the value of sine theta and cos theta in multiple of 90 degree. Now we are coming to the differentiation of second order, which comes maximum. For example, we are taking from simpler one. If x is equal to 80 square, y is equal to 280, which are the parametric form of parabola. If we take here dx by dt, it is 280. dy by dt, it is given by 2a because differentiation of t become 1. So value of dy by dx become dy by dt divided by dx by dt. Means it become 2a by 280. Overall we get 1 by t. Otherwise we can say t raised to power -1. If we see here, there are two concepts come in mind. If we calculate from here second derivative, so it can be written like this. So overall become 2a. If we take second derivative from here, it become d square y by dt square. It becomes 0. We want to calculate d square by dx square. This is the symbol for second order. We are going to calculate of differentiation of y. If we see here, d square y by dt square, d square x by dt square. Here dt square is same, cancel out. So we are getting this one. These are not same. So we cannot calculate this way. So what is the right way? Our first step should be calculate first differentiation, which is our given by t raised to power -1. Now we go for further step. Differentiate with respect to x. If we see here, there is a power, so we have to apply here power rule. Power come forward, power decrease by 1. Now we have to take differentiation of base with respect to x. If we see dt by dx, it is just reciprocal of dx by dt. So we use here the value of dx by dt by reciprocal. This is the right way to find out second order differentiation in case of parametric functions. When we simplify, we get overall this one. This is our final answer. So keep in mind, when we are applying second order differentiation in parametric form, first of all we have to calculate first differentiation, then we have to reach up to second order. When we are taking differentiation in second order, keep in mind this step should be necessary. We cannot skip it. Now we are going to discuss another example on this. One more example we are taking here of proof that suppose value of x is given by sine t. So dx by dt become from here cos t, and value of y is given by sine pt. So value of dy by dt from here become differentiation of sine is cos with differentiation of angle. Here we have to prove that 1 minus x square multiplied with second differentiation minus x with first differentiation plus p square y should be is equal to 0. So keeping in mind, first of all we have to calculate first differentiation, dy by dx. It is dy by dt divided by dx by dt. dy by dt, it is our p cos of pt, and dx by dt is our cos t. If we see here we are required this one, so we are making here x dy by dx with minus symbol. So it become minus x cos of pt with p divided by cos t. We are replacing the value of x minus p sin t cos pt by cos t. This is a second term of the proof that requirement. Now we are moving to second order derivative, means differentiation of this step. Here p is constant, remain outside. It is like quotient tool. According to quotient tool, square of bottom remains same. Derivative of upper, that is minus sine pt, differentiation of angle p, minus upper remains same, differentiation of lower become minus sine t. So overall we are getting p outside. This term become negative, p sine pt cos t plus sine of t cos of pt divided by cos square t. Here we have required 1 minus x square. 1 minus x square with second derivative. 1 minus x square means 1 minus sine square, because the value of x is sine t. Multiply by this minus p sine pt cos t plus sine t cos of pt divided by cos k t. As you know, cos k theta can be written as 1 minus sin k theta. So this cancel out this one. So overall we are getting the value of 1 minus x square with second derivative. Remember one thing we also skip here. Differentiation of angle is p, but t become here dt by dx. In both of the cases which comes common. dt by dx is the reciprocal of dx by dt. Means 1 by cos t also comes here. Keep in mind this step. So it become overall p by cos t with minus p sine pt cos t plus sine t cos pt. This is our first step of the requirement of proof, this one. Now third one is also required. Value of y is also given. We required p square y. P square with y. Y means sine pt square of this. We have made all the terms. Now we have to add all of them, 1, 2 and 3. If we add 1, 2 and 3, we are getting on the left hand side this one. This is left hand side. If we come on the right hand side, this term contain p by cos t. We are breaking the bracket. It become minus p square sine pt. If we open this, it become plus p sine t cos pt. This is first term. This is first term when we open this bracket. Now second value, it is up here, we are using directly, so it become minus p cos pt cos t sin t plus p square y, that is this one. If we see square, these two terms are same, not same. If we simplify, we can get the answer here. Okay, check it. Thank you. Please like the video and subscribe the channel for further updates related to mathematics.